BOMISpirit. This is going to be your monthly intuitive messages for the sign of Cancer. There's a part 2 listed below for Patreon and for Vimeo. They're the same. The links for them are below. Don't forget to check out the website, socials, and all that stuff. We also have links for the calendars still available, for the moon calendar created by Ashley Jagmohan, and then the astrology calendar created by me, and we do have a bundle available too. Okay? All right, Cancer. These are timeless in general, so just know that. I will talk a little astrology, probably not too much, but let's go ahead and dive in. So I already have some notes for you. Okay? First of all, red is probably a very significant color for you right now, probably a power color for you right now. I feel like a lot of what you're going through at this time, it's a lot about willpower. It's a lot about willpower. I do feel like you have some confronting addictions, vices, indulgences. They may be very amplified at this time in order to get your attention to them so you can do something about them. I'm also getting to like how much I don't want to say, it's not coward, that's not the right word. It's like how easily your willpower deflates because of other people, or how much you allow other people or external factors to deflate your own willpower and motivation and determination. I'm also getting stuff about fear too, Cancer. And I think you've learned a lot as far as like codependency with the other stuff I was talking about, but fear, I just got dizzy. How fearless can you be? You may feel you may be encouraged, nudged, pushed, inspired to make a statement, to be bold, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how you're making that statement. I don't know what that statement is. I don't know how bold you're thinking of being or you're being asked to be, but that's how it feels to me. Like, this is your time to be fearless, to be bold, to really evaluate your own relationship with your own sense of willpower and discipline and follow through. How have you allowed those things to be compromised in your life? This feels like a lifelong evaluation, Cancer, to be honest with you. Especially they're showing me the devil card, especially in terms of addictions and vices, or allowing people to deflate those things for you. Let's see what else we got going on here. In this like bold energy, there is also some digging up of your authentic self, like a really, really deep digging up. And so some of you, that's actually integrating your shadow in order to get to this place of fearlessness and making friends with your own shadow, if you haven't done that already. I was getting a lot of lower chakra energy with you too. I just feel like that's because of the work you're doing. Some of you are doing root work. Some of you are really working on your own sexual energy. Some of you are working on your solar willpower, confidence. That comes out of your solar plexus, but you're definitely in your lower chakras right now. At least you're encouraged to be in your lower chakras. So this is a powerful time for you, Cancer. It definitely feels like an empowered moving into your power kind of a reading, but let's go ahead and get into it. I will say, as astrologically, we do have your 12th house and your 10th house being lit up right now because of Gemini and Aries. Obviously adjust that. This is for Cancer risings. Adjust that if you are early or late degree Cancer. Just, take a look at your own chart there. Yes. You are also potentially gaining a new perception of yourself in terms of relationships. Some of you are saying fuck it to relationships. I gotta be honest. It's kind of what it just came through. This feels like more to people that you may be bonded to through work, through contracts, maybe even through marriage. Dependent. Ugh, that feels like an anchor. That feels like a ball and chain. No pun intended. Fuck it. That's honestly what keeps coming through. Fuck it. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you, Cancer. Let's go ahead and pull some cards using the star codes Astro Oracle for my Cancers. What's coming up for my Cancers here? Yeah, bold is what I'm getting. Am I taking these? No. Okay. For my Cancers. Yeah, I keep getting red. Dragons and snakes may be important for you right now. Oh, as I say that, Scorpio, investigate. I was getting that lower chakra energy with you. I was getting a digging up from the depths of your authentic self. shadow stuff, all that. Very, very scorpionic Cancers. You could have Scorpio in your chart. You can deal with the Scorpio, not necessarily. Let me tune in a little bit more. Energy of 8, by the way, because Scorpio is the 8th house. I just feel that digging. I just feel the digging. Like, where is your willpower? Where is the depths of you? Where is your root? Where is the core of who you are? Where is your power? Oh, Cancer. Where is your power? Where is your boldness? Scorpio's a very bold energy too. Can I get one more for Cancer, please? A lot of sexual energy too, so don't be surprised if that's how you're feeling like you need to make a statement. It's with your own sexual energy. Am I taking these? Yeah. Ooh. Aries. Scorpio and Aries. Very intense, very bold energies. Like I said, Aries is lighting up your 10th house right now. So not surprised that's coming out. And then we have Descendant representing also your 7th house. I often look at the Descendant as like your complement, almost like your shadow, because it also is aligned with your 7th house, which means it's opposing your first, and it's obviously opposing your Ascendant. Yeah. Cancer, this feels like a come hither into the depths of you and find your raw, unbridled power. Find your boldness. Find your confidence. Find your roar. Find your fire-breathing dragonness. It's like that's what you're being encouraged to do here. If you haven't done any shadow work, or you haven't even dove into your own like inner demons, so to speak, this is like dive into the depths. Do it. Dive into the depths, and what you're going to find is fire, actually. You're going to find fire. You're going to find fearlessness. You're going to really discover what you're really capable of. It's very fierce. I like it. It's very, very fierce. Should I get any other ones? No, they said no. 3's enough. But red. I would really rock the red if you have any red. And if you don't, go get some red. All right. Going into the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. For my Cancers. You could have Leo in your chart. Leo also came up for, who did I do before you? Taurus. Leo also came up for Taurus, and Leo is part of the astrology right now too, because the White Rabbit asteroid's in Leo, and is aspecting Pluto, and is aspecting the full moon on the full moon. Okay. One more. Okay. Can I get a card for Scorpio for my Cancers? Can I get a card for Scorpio? Ooh. Ooh, fire ants. You're just in all fire. Water signs. You're not water signs, excuse me, Cancer. Interesting. I think the Scorpio threw me. Lots of fire. Lots of fire. Fire ant is like a 5 of Wands energy. It actually represents like building up of anger, building up of irritation and resentment and bleh, like all of that shit. All of that stuff. I don't feel like you're irritated. I don't. I feel like you're being asked to acknowledge within yourself things that you are holding on to grudge-wise, but also what you haven't allowed yourself to be angry about that you probably should be angry about. Thank you. How you've been compromised, how you have allowed yourself to be timid or play small or be taken advantage of or not be heard or not be seen or not assert yourself. Yeah, not assert yourself. Some of you probably have some stagnant energy or stuck energy in your lower chakras, and it's getting your attention to that, to move that. Attention to move that. Yeah. It's like, it's weird. I'm not going to say you're like preparing for war, but that's kind of how it feels a little bit. Just a little bit. Like you're moving into such a fierce, empowered energy. It's like, you know, taking names and taking no shit. Like it's kind of like that. Some of you may think you're preparing for war or to like do this big, make a statement or a confrontation. It doesn't have to be so extreme, but I am feeling that for some of you Tell me about Aries. Tell me about Aries. I just got this like shake off energy. Some of you need to do this because you actually need to shake off the aspects of your life that are keeping you in those old ways of playing small, being timid, not being in your power. Essentially, I'm getting relationships there. Sorry, Cancer. I am. For some of you, I'm getting relationships. You need to shake off some people. You need to shake off some people or shake off some energy from other people. Fuck it, right? Tell me about Aries for Cancer. Earthworm. Coming out, making a statement. Earthworm is an energy of kind of like the Fool, where it's new. You're going to be moving in. This feels very physical, by the way. Like I'm getting a lot about like the physical reality here with you. You could be moving into a whole new environment or a new position at work, or it's like being new and foreign, you know, something that you just don't have any familiarity with, but it feels like it's happening in your physical environment or your physical reality, and it feels like you need to come out with a bang. This is probably happening in your 10th house, especially for my Cancer rising, so probably work or your reputation or just public life. But I keep getting making a statement. It feels like coming onto the scene in a bold, fearless, here I am, here's my truth, here's what I'm about kind of energy. Taking names and taking no shit. That's kind of how it keeps coming through. Yeah. Some of you, this could be social justice, especially with the fire energy being there. Some of you, that definitely is what it is. Can I get a card for Descendant? Can I get a card for Descendant, please? I'm hearing the underbelly. Your underbelly. Yeah, this feels like you diving into your shadow. Into the depths of your own psyche. Very 8th house. Very 8th house energy going on there. Going into your own underbelly. Tell me about Descendant for Cancer. Something's waiting for you down there. We have Fox and Gazelle. It's very interesting. Hang in there with me with the metaphors, because there's a lot of metaphors that want to come up, so this is why I'm taking my time. Metaphorically, you're being asked to go into your underbelly. Okay? Your subconscious, the depths of your psyche, the depths of you, your depths of your own shadow. And it literally looks like something's waiting for you down there. Gazelle and Fox. Gazelle is that anticipatory energy that I'm getting. And I feel like it's literally just representing, yes, there is something waiting for you to connect with within yourself, within the depths of that. And what's waiting for you is Fox. I feel a little bit of an aversion. So there's a lot of things coming through here. So again, hang in there with me. Some of you, this is needing to acknowledge that there's an aspect of you that is a bit of a trickster. There's an aspect of you, it's kind of feeling very Gemini to me, that is very sly and can be very cunning and can switch up on people if you need to. Some of you judge energies like this or have judged energies like this. Some of you have attracted a lot of energies like this into your life for a reason, because it's showing you an aspect of you that's in your underbelly, your shadow, so to speak, that is calling for your attention, your acknowledgement. I feel like this is part of a source of your new sense of empowerment and being so bold is that Fox. The Fox is you. The Fox is you. They're bringing a partnership here as well, because the Fox is also a partner card. I don't think what's waiting for you in the depths of you is a partner, and that's not what I'm getting, but it's definitely feeling like a mirror, a fractal of a partner. Thank you. In getting into the depths of you and getting into this like really bold, empowered, here the fuck I am kind of energy, you're also gaining insight into what kind of people are really for you, and especially in terms of partnership or bonded relationships, like business, like contracts, like marriage, like living with people, that sort of deal, who really will jive with you, who really can understand you and what you really need in those kinds of relationships. And what that is someone who is cunning. People who are cunning, people who are intelligent, people who are probably more mutable, who can like move very fast or shift very fast. I'm also getting strong independence as well it's you, but it's also something in other people that, like, recognition to recognition, right? Birds of a feather flock together kind of a deal. If you are in a relationship or you're living with people right now, or you have like a business partnership, you're going to really acknowledge your feelings about this person or these people. And whatever those feelings are, bad feelings, good feelings, but it just feels like it's part of the process of this deep dive into your own underbelly. You're living, I keep feeling eighth house here. You're like living in the eighth house right now. For whoever's resonating with this, whenever you come across this. And it's empowering. It's definitely empowering. Some of you, when it comes to that like foxy trickstery, I'll be honest, manipulative, it's magician energy. So like what's the same thing as a magician? A manipulator. Manipulation doesn't have to be bad, right? It's just a skill. It's just a skill. But I keep getting it, like there's been judgment about that kind of skill set, but you have that skill set. And maybe you have been using it, whether you realize it or not. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards here. Again, very interesting reading. I feel like someone's going to ask you to take a step back. Maybe that's at work. Or maybe someone's going to ask for space. Maybe it's you asking. I don't know if it's going to be taken so well. It feels a little bit like get out of the spotlight. Oh, that feels a little aggressive. I think this is actually your time. Like after you dive into the eighth house here, I feel like when you reemerge, it is time for you to be in the spotlight. Someone might be telling you otherwise or trying to get you not to. Well, little do they know the level of fearlessness you're moving into. So. Tell me about Scorpio and Fire Ant for my Cancers. Can I get it? Wow. Can I get a card for Earthworm and Aries for my Cancers? Okay, very weird. So Otter ended up back in my tarot deck somehow. I'm going to leave that there. Maybe it wanted to be present, so we'll go over that after I get all the cards out. Can I get a card for Earthworm, Otter, and Aries? But it came out for you. Ooh. Yeah, Cancer, I feel like you're going to have a little bit of a confrontation because there's so much like being bold and empowered and like, I am fucking here. And there's also clarity around yourself, especially in terms of partnership or bonded relationships. And when you're like coming out like that, some people might not want you to. Especially for those of you who feel like you need to make a statement or be bold about something specific, you may get some pushback here. And their card just came out that kind of confirms that, but we'll go over it. I just really want to emphasize that. And remember too, it's like what I was getting about the whole willpower thing of how you've allowed other people to diminish your willpower. Fuck that. No. Not for Cancer. No diminishing Cancer. No draining the willpower battery on Cancer. It's just not happening anymore. And sometimes when we're learning how to do these things, we're challenged with it a lot to really fully cement it, you know? Tell me about Fox, Gazelle, and Descendant for Cancer. You guys got two here. Lots of Pentacles, Cancer. Lots of Pentacles. Okay. Let's get into this. So we have Scorpio with Fire Ant and the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is legacy. It's like long-term career, long-term household living situation. There's a lot going on with legacy and our beliefs around legacy and our beliefs around success and achievement and even like societal expectations for the whole collective right now. And there's a little bit of that in here for some of you. But again, I feel like this is really encouraging you to acknowledge what you have been angry about, that you haven't allowed yourself to be angry about. I also feel like for those who are resonating with this reading, that this is also going to be for Cancers, where maybe you've been on a long trajectory here with the 10 of Pentacles. Like maybe you have been really focused on your career or really focused on what you want in your life. And I keep getting like roadblocks. like you've hit wall after wall after wall, or frustration after frustration after frustration, or maybe you keep coming across like people who can't tell you, or people who tell you no, that you can't, or whatever. Like I'm getting a little bit of that here, and it feels like the fire ant is really like your truth of, no, I'm gonna have what I want, you know? Some of you, this is like about social justice and like standing up to the man, or standing up to the government, or speaking on behalf of those who have been taken advantage of, or who are even like minority groups. Definitely feeling that. It's like you're finding your sacred rage in this energy, in this deep dive. You're finding your sacred rage and what you are not going to put up with anymore, what you're not going to allow to hold you back anymore, and what you really have to say about a lot of things. I like it. I like this for you. I like it. Some of you are actually discovering a whole new purpose for your life, something that could be really fulfilling, and really diving into what you're really angry about, or what you find to be really unfair. A lot of stuff going on there, Cancer. A lot. They're bringing me back. Cancer, for some of you, this is also evaluating the people that you live with, the people that you share home and family with, and realizing that something about that needs to change fast. I feel resentment. Yeah, I feel resentment there. Some of you have been taken advantage of for your money. Sorry, I'm just calling it as it is. Moving on to Aries, Earthworm, Otter, and the Five of Pentacles coming out here. The way Otter came out, again, it just like snuck back into my tarot deck from the previous reading, and it came out for you. It flipped out for you. So it probably wants to be out here for you. Again, I feel like there's a very bold, like breaking out onto a scene, or like making a statement, or being bold, being fearless. I feel that. But then with Otter and the Five of Pentacles, we're going from the 10 to the 5, Cancer. Some of you, this could indicate a big move, or even a shift in your career, or a massive shift in your own financial situation. It's just how it's coming through. But the Otter and the Five of Pentacles, that to me feels like rejection. That feels like where your efforts to experience unconditional give and take, unconditional love even, have been rejected, or have been dismissed, ignored, put down. You understand the words that are coming through. Excuse me. You're overcoming that. You're overcoming that. It's almost like you guys are Cancer, you are water, but you're moving from water to fire. There's something more that wants to be said here. I don't like the words that are coming through. That's why it's taken me a bit, because I think some of the words that are coming through are things that you've thought about yourself. And I gotta be honest, I'm getting a little bit of like an insecure, being hard on the self in the Otter Five of Pentacles vibe, into being very, very confident and having a lot of self-worth and a lot of self-love. But yeah, I keep getting words I don't want to say because I don't like them. They don't feel good. But again, I think I'm hearing just inner dialogue for some of you. Also doing this deep dive and finding your power, finding your fearlessness, coming onto the scene. Some of you coming into a new environment or a new work situation, whatever this is, and however way you're breaking out and being seen and being in the spotlight. I'm also getting to that you're going to finally be recognized for who you are, and even just your own magic, your own gifts, and like what is special. Thank you. It's very Leo. What is very special about you in ways that you have been denied in the past, in that Otter Five of Pentacles energy, the ways you've been rejected in the past. You're really fully being seen because you're also more fully being you and putting it out there, being like, ha, here I am, you know? It's very nice. All right, moving on, because we're running out of time here, to Descendant, Fox, Gazelle, and then we got Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups energy. So again, there is this come into your underbelly and discover the fox. Discover the foxy fox. Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Again, there's resistance here. really indicative of the Four of Pentacles. But then you have the Eight of Cups, which is emotional detachment, emotionally moving on to bigger and better things. You need to do this underbelly deep dive into self, because there is something you have been resistant to, or you've been attached to in a distorted way that is in relation to the Fox. It could even, again, it could represent a current partner or past partner, or judgments around people who are intelligent, judgments around people who are manipulative or trickstery. It's like you need to sit down with this and really examine that Fox, really meet that Fox inside of yourself, so you can calibrate whatever that is, so that you can also just move forward with things. Okay? Yeah, I can feel judgment. I just feel a lot of judgment. All right, Cancers, we're moving on to part 2. I hope this has been helpful for you. And if this is where you depart, I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you're joining me for part 2, I will see you soon. And we're going to dive deeper into all of this, okay? All right, Cancers, I'm out. Take care. Have a good night. Namaste.